Ghana. 16 fascinating facts about the world's most unique country. 16. Cape Coast. Once the largest slave trading hub in Africa. Cape Coasted City in Ghana once stood as one of Africa's largest hubs for the transatlantic slave trade, and its name remains forever linked with Cape Coast Castle, a world famous fortress. Originally built by the Swedes in the 17th century and later controlled by the British, the fort became a primary transit point for hundreds of thousands of captured Africans. Within its thick stone walls, prisoners were held under horrific conditions, deprived of light, water, and fresh air. The echoes of their cries and desperate prayers seem to linger in the dark chambers even to this day. From this very fort, countless slave ships set sail across the Atlantic to the Americas, many never surviving the brutal journey. The door of no return, the final gateway leading directly to the sea, still stands a haunting testament to a tragic chapter of history. Today, Cape Coast Castle has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and draws pilgrims from around the globe. Many African descendants from the United States, the Caribbean, the United Kingdom, and beyond make their emotional journey here to reconnect with their ancestral roots and honor their forebears. Tours of the castle often end in solemn silence, as visitors stand overwhelmed by the tears and blood absorbed by its ancient walls. Cape Coast is not merely a place, it is a powerful reminder of cruelty, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. The waves crashing against its rocky shores seem to whisper the untold stories of pain and perseverance that history has yet to forget. 15. Ghana stands as a beacon of freedom and hope for Africa. Nestled along the Atlantic coast, this vibrant nation is uniquely crossed by the Greenwich Meridian, making it an extraordinary meeting point of the East and West. This tropical paradise thrives under the African sun, experiencing two distinct seasons. The rainy season, which flows gently like soft streams, and the dry season, when the Harmattan winds sweep down from the Sahara, bringing with them warm, dusty whispers from the desert. Ghana's natural rhythm is as enchanting as it is steadfast. Yet, the true essence of Ghana lies in its people. With a population surpassing 33 million, predominantly youthful and brimming with vitality, Ghana embodies an unyielding energy, flowing like a mighty river driven by ambition and aspirations. This dynamic nation is home to over 100 ethnic groups, whose diverse voices harmonize to create a rich cultural tapestry, united by English as the common thread. The vibrant Ghanaian flag serves as a striking symbol of its identity. Red for the blood of its heroes, gold for the wealth that lies beneath its soil, and green for the lush forests that cover its landscape. At its core is the iconic Black Star, a guiding light and symbol of hope, representing Ghana's pioneering role as the first sub-Saharan African nation to achieve independence, thus inspiring a whole continent towards liberation. The national coat of arms, which showcases majestic eagles along with the motto, freedom and justice, stands as a powerful symbol of Ghana's steadfast dedication to liberty and dignity. As a pioneer in Africa's struggle for independence, Ghana is a towering representation of freedom and hope, serving as an inspiration and source of pride for the continent and far beyond. When you stroll through the lively streets of Accra, the capital city of Ghana, or visit the colorful markets in the countryside, you are sure to come across an unforgettable sight. Women gracefully balancing baskets on their heads. These women manage to carry entire worlds atop their heads, leaving behind any thoughts of designer bags or Gucci backpacks. They transport everything from vibrant baskets of fruit and bulky goods to trays of delectable pastries, all of which are effortlessly balanced. This remarkable ability is not merely a skill, it's an art form that has been passed down through generations. Wrapped scarves elegantly support their loads, and with a minor adjustment, they walk with remarkable ease. Engaging in conversations, warmly smiling at passers-by, they exude a confidence that catches the attention of those around them. Their movements carry more than just the physical weight of their burdens. They embody the essence of Ghanaian culture, showcasing the strength and ingenuity of women in in Ghana. Imagine a woman in a bustling market balancing a dozen coconuts on her head, her hands deftly selecting fruit for a customer while her infectious laughter fills the air. For an observer from America, this might bring to mind the image of a quintessential Cadillac, steady and balanced, yet imbued with grace and unmistakable style. These women remind us that true strength often lies in elegance, and their ability to maintain poise even under life's heaviest burdens reflects a beautiful sense of resilience and pride. If you're moved by this, do give them the recognition they rightly deserve. 13. The Man with 100 Wives, a story beyond belief. In northern Ghana, many tribes embrace polygamy as part of their cultural fabric, where a man's wealth and status are often gauged by the size of his family. Among them is Kwaku Adai, famously known as the Man with 100 Wives. His life is the stuff of legends, weaving together religion, tradition, and the unwavering determination of a man who has redefined societal boundaries. In a culture where multiple marriages signify prosperity and blessings, Kwaku Adai has eclipsed all expectations with over 100 wives and hundreds of children. Each wife plays a crucial role in the intricate tapestry of this vast family. They share responsibilities ranging from child rearing and cooking to managing the farms, creating a seamlessly functioning operation like a well-oiled machine. When asked how he maintains harmony in such a large household, Kwaku gives a simple smile, saying that the gods have bestowed upon him the mission and strength to love and protect them. His rare public appearances echo those of an ancient emperor, moving with a procession of wives and children that draw attention wherever they go. However, life in this remarkable family is not without its challenges. There are inevitable rivalries and subtle tensions among the wives. But Kwaku's composed nature and ability to mediate have helped maintain harmony over the years. For some, he represents power and a divine purpose. For others, he is a contentious figure in a modern world that frequently questions such traditions. Whether you admire him or critique him, Kwaku Adai's story is a fascinating reflection of culture, faith, and a life lived on an unparalleled scale. 12th, welcoming the new year with tears in Ghana. Ghana boasts some truly distinctive traditions, and the New Year's celebrations are no exception. Rather than celebrating indoors, Ghanaians come together in makeshift huts made from palm leaves. It is believed that if a family has faced misfortune in the past year, they must cry out loudly on New Year's Day to let go of bad luck. Conversely, families who enjoyed blessings in the previous year celebrate with joyful shouts. If you visit Ghana during the New Year, the atmosphere will be anything but quiet, as the sound of crying fills the air. This is because many families feel they have encountered some form of misfortune throughout the year. Interestingly, crying is also thought to attract more good luck for the year ahead. Although New Year's celebrations are still observed, certain coastal regions like Osu and Accra enforce strict regulations. No music is permitted. Ghanaians believe that playing music on the first day of the year displeases the sea goddess Mahim, potentially bringing disaster. This music ban will continue until May, so travelers should plan accordingly. New Year's meals in Ghana typically include fried chicken and a vibrant salad made with spinach, tuna, boiled eggs, onions, and tomatoes. A crucial cultural guideline to remember is to never use your left hand to shake hands or pass something to someone. Doing so may offend the locals. Ghana's New Year traditions present a captivating blend of emotion, spirituality, and community, making it an unforgettable destination for cultural enthusiasts. In the eastern region of Ghana, where mountains whisper ancient stories to the wind, the Krobo tribe's Dipo ceremony acts as a timeless transition from girlhood to proud womanhood. At dawn's gentle light, young girls kneel by sacred streams, having their hair ceremonially shaved as a symbolic cleansing to shed the innocence of childhood. Clad in shimmering beaded skirts, each bead narrates a tale of ancestry and rich cultural pride. This ceremony lasts several days, filled with challenges that test both physical strength and inner resolve. From balancing bowls of water on their heads without spilling a drop to walking barefoot across crackling flames, each trial is a profound assertion of their readiness to face life's hardships. These rituals impart qualities of patience, courage, and endurance, traits essential for their journey ahead. As the sun sets, the village comes alive with vibrant drum beats and spirited dances. The girls step into the center of the community, dancing not just to mark their transition, but also to show gratitude to their ancestors and deities who have guided them on their journey. The villagers come together, offering blessings and good wishes for a future filled with joy and success. Debo is more than a ritual. It is a vibrant testament to culture, heritage, and the unbreakable bond between people and their sacred origins. In the eyes of each young woman, that evening shines a light of hope, resilience, and a desire to carry forward the legacy of those who came before them. 10. Ghana, the country with the highest gold reserves in Africa, is often called the Gold Coast, shining like a treasure trove along the Atlantic Ocean, where even the sands shimmer with gold. As one of Africa's leading gold producers, Ghana extracted an impressive 4 million ounces in 2023. Its gold mines are not just economic lifelines, but also a source of immense national pride. Imagine miners working tirelessly, digging deep into the earth to uncover what feels like rays of a brighter future. Yet beneath this golden facade lies a harsh reality of poverty. Despite its wealth, over 23% of Ghana's population lives below the poverty line. The northern regions, like Savannah, face even greater challenges, with nearly 50% of the residents struggling to meet basic needs, according to the World Bank. These areas often lack essential infrastructure, including healthcare and education. In many villages, families depend on simple meals of yams, corn, or rice, which reflect their daily struggles. Ghana's adult literacy rate is at 79.1%, but there are notable disparities, especially in rural and underprivileged areas, where access to education is still limited. The inadequate educational infrastructure in these regions perpetuates the cycle of poverty, particularly impacting women and children. Despite efforts to tackle these issues, the gap between urban and rural living conditions remains stark. Urban areas enjoy a greater share of the country's mineral wealth, whereas rural communities continue to face challenges with basic services. This contrast between the nation's abundant resources and the hardships faced by its people presents a strong narrative of resilience, yet it highlights the urgent need for fairness and development throughout the country. Furthermore, Accra is Africa's second most expensive city. Living in Accra comes at a cost comparable to major cities in the West. Renting a modest one-bedroom apartment in the city center will set you back about $900 per month. If you're looking for more space, a 3-bedroom unit in the same area averages around $200 monthly. For those on a tighter budget, suburban areas offer one-bedroom apartments for roughly $500 per month, making it an attractive option for those wishing to save. Dining out in Accra varies from affordable to upscale options. A meal at a local eatery costs about $5, while a mid-range dinner for two, including 3 courses, is approximately $50. Grocery prices for daily essentials are reasonable but can add up quickly. A liter of milk is priced at $2, a loaf of bread costs $1.50, and a kilogram of chicken is around $700. For transportation, the popular public minibuses known as Trotros are very economical, with a one-way fare being just below 50 sals. A monthly public transport pass is around $30, but taxis are a pricier option, averaging $100 per kilometer. A single person living in a centrally located one-bedroom flat spends about $1,650 monthly, covering rent, food, transportation, and other necessities. Despite the high cost of living, Accra continues to attract people from all over Ghana and beyond, drawn by opportunities in business, culture, governance, and education. However, this influx has placed immense pressure on the city's infrastructure, leading to housing shortages, rising unemployment, and strained healthcare services. These challenges underscore the high price of urbanization and the difficulties faced by residents on a daily basis. With these costs in mind, would you choose to live in Accra? If yes, comment 1. If no, comment 0. Share your thoughts below. Ghana is known for its rich cultural traditions, being home to over 100 distinct ethnic groups, each with its own unique customs and traditions. Ghanaian music is renowned for its lively rhythms, percussion instruments, and vibrant vocals, encompassing genres from high life and hip life to gospel and reggae. The dances in Ghana are characterized by colorful attire, powerful movements, and symbolic gestures that echo the values and beliefs of the community. Similarly, Ghanaian art is celebrated for its bold, vibrant colors that often illustrate themes from daily life, nature, and spirituality. The traditional Aparonto dance, for instance, features synchronized hand and foot movements, weaving together vivid and captivating stories. Moreover, Ghana boasts remarkable traditions such as the Ashanti people's use of gold ancestral statues for worship. Another distinct practice is the Trosi slavery tradition, a custom so rare and controversial that legal intervention was necessary to restrict it, making it a phenomenon found only in Ghana. Would you like to learn more about the Trosi tradition? Drop a 9 in the comments and we'll share all the details with you. Speaking of natural beauty, Ghana is home to Lake Volta and Kintampo Falls, iconic landmarks that reflect the nation's culture and history. Lake Volta, the world's largest artificial lake, is not just an engineering marvel, it serves as a lifeline for millions of Ghanaians. Traditional wooden boats glide over its expansive waters, where locals engage in fishing, trading, and connecting with one another. For the people of Ghana, the lake is a natural treasure that offers food, irrigation for crops, and opportunities for economic growth through tourism. It stands as a symbol of Ghanaian unity and resilience, as entire villages and farmlands were sacrificed to establish this monumental project. Not far from here, Kintampo Falls shines as a sacred spiritual emblem. Its cascading white waters are believed to be home to the spirits of ancestors who protect and guide their descendants. Each year, during special ceremonies, village elders and locals gather at the falls to perform rituals, offer gifts, and pray for abundant rains and prosperity. The sound of the rushing water mixes with chants and prayers, reminding everyone that in the midst of modern life's hustle and bustle, they remain deeply connected to their spiritual roots. Lake Volta and Kintampo Falls are not just picturesque locations. They are vibrant reflections of Ghana's heritage, a tribute to its resilient people, and a testament to the deep cultural and spiritual connections that continue to flourish in this land. 6. Ghana is the world's second largest cocoa producer, coming just after Cote d'Ivoire. Cocoa is Ghana's main agricultural export, contributing approximately 25.5% of the total export revenue of the nation. The cocoa industry forms the backbone of Ghana's economy, providing employment for over 800,000 farmers and workers involved in processing, transportation, and trade. Renowned for its high quality and distinct flavor, Ghanaian cocoa is cultivated on small family farms by dedicated farmers. While a significant portion of the cocoa is exported, local markets process the remainder into chocolate and confectionery items. Ghana's primary export partners include the US, Canada, the Netherlands, the UK, Germany, Belgium, France, Spain, Japan, Thailand, China, India, Brazil, and South Africa. The cocoa industry in Ghana exemplifies its crucial role in global trade and the livelihoods of its people. 5. A feast of flavors. Ghana's rich and delectable cuisine. Ghana takes immense pride in its vibrant and flavorsome cuisine, captivating visitors with its unique offerings. One must-try dish is banku served with grilled tilapia, which is a firm favorite among both locals and tourists. Banku, prepared by mixing corn and cassava dough, is a staple in Ghanaian households and is often accompanied by spicy pepper, sauce, and fresh vegetables. Another traditional dish is eto or odo, made from mashed yams or plantains, combined with various ingredients like eggs. This wholesome and tasty meal is a treasured aspect of Ghana's culinary heritage. For something hearty, you should try kontomire stew, which is made with boiled cocoyam leaves, salted fish, and served alongside boiled eggs, plantains, sweet potatoes, and avocados, making it both nourishing and delicious. The boiled plantains, regarded as the essence of the dish, add a comforting element. Red, another beloved dish, blends West African beans, palm oil, and tomatoes in a savory stew. This dish is best enjoyed with fried plantains, providing a rich and hearty experience that is cherished by many across the country. For a lighter snack, kelowel is a popular treat in Accra. Fried plantains marinated in a spicy mix of chili, ginger, and garlic create a delightful blend of sweet, spicy, and savory flavors. It's a must try for anyone visiting Ghana and looking to experience the street food culture. Don't miss kaya stew, which is made from boiled cocoyam leaves combined with salted fish and served with eggs, yams, and avocados. Its bold flavors and nutritional value make it a favorite among Ghanaians, enjoyed by people of all ages. From savory stews to spicy snacks, Ghana's diverse cuisine reflects its rich culture, history, and warm hospitality, leaving visitors with unforgettable culinary memories that last a lifetime. Now, about the Festival of Pan in Ghana. For many Africans, the term Pan holds significant meaning. This vibrant festival takes place in July or August, occurring every 2 years in Ghana. First celebrated in 1992, the Pan Festival was established to promote and reinforce unity among African nations. The event showcases a vibrant array of activities, including poetry, dance, music performances, drumming, and the highlight, a grand procession of tribal chiefs and their wives. Amid cheers from the crowd and the resounding beat of African drums, the chiefs and their entourage steal the spotlight in a breathtaking display of tradition and pride. Months of careful planning go into crafting the performances and vibrant attire that make this festival truly unforgettable. After the ceremonial opening, the celebrations spring into a lively fiesta cherished by visitors from across the globe. Talented dancers display swift and graceful movements that enthrall the audience, while Ghana's finest drummers produce rhythms that energize the atmosphere. The Pan Festival offers a unique experience that embodies the essence of African culture, leaving every participant spellbound. In Ghana, the Akan tribe is known for practicing one of Africa's most significant matrilineal societies, where inheritance follows the mother's lineage. Nevertheless, men continue to hold key positions of authority within the community. For instance, while both the king and his sisters inherit royal status and wealth from their mother, it is the king who takes the throne. Interestingly, the next ruler is not the king's son, but rather his sister's son, reflecting the distinctive nature of this matrilineal tradition. Regarding languages in Ghana, two of the most commonly spoken languages are Tiwi, used by the Ashanti people in the southern and central regions, and Dagbani, primarily spoken in the northern areas. Traditionally, Ghanaian languages have been passed down orally. Today, modern Ghanaians bridge language barriers by employing English as a unifying medium, with around half of the population being proficient in it. Making it one of the official languages of the country, Ghana stands out as the only English-speaking nation in its region, surrounded by French-speaking countries like Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Togo. Naming by birthday in Ghana. In Ghanaian culture, particularly among the Akan people, the tradition of naming a child based on the day of the week they were born is both profound and significant. For the Akan, a birthday is not just a date. It is intricately linked to one's destiny. Names are not chosen haphazardly from a baby book. They are thoughtfully bestowed, reflecting the day of arrival into this world. For example, if one is born on a Saturday, they might be named Kwame if male, or Ama if female. Names that convey qualities of reliability and strength. If the birth is on a Sunday, one could be called Kwasi if male, or Akosua if female, representing adaptability and charm. Each day of the week seems to carry its own essence, and individuals are believed to embody those characteristics. These names aren't merely poetic labels, they serve as a connection to heritage, invoking ancestral wisdom and a spiritual tie to time itself. For instance, the name Kofi means born on a Friday and has gained global recognition through figures like Kofi Annan, the former United Nations Secretary General who brought this tradition into the international spotlight. But these names go beyond mere identification, they ignite conversations. Questions like which day were you born transform strangers into friends, united by the bonds of shared tradition. This special practice is not merely a cultural custom, it is a celebration of identity and connection. We have just delved into 15 amazing facts about Ghana. Hope you found the video enjoyable. Do remember to subscribe to our channel and share your views about this intriguing country in the comments below. We'll see you in the next video.